Down the hallway, you hear kind of this really angry, guttural scream from back where you left the guy. But your initial indications is that no one's following you. And you guys head down the corridor that Cuumann, you had come down on earlier, so you kind of know the exit, and you guys kind of catch back up at some corridors there, and you guys can decide what to do next.
Lizzie wants to deposit Nena in her facility and be like, look, great working with you. I gotta go.
So I think Nena has some questions for you that we'll break.
Here's my card, call me.
But I want to give some thought to next week's stuff. So I want to hear a little bit of the conversation as she's like, what was that? What are these?
I need so much coffee, before we have that conversation.
You said that people were trying to rob Krensten. You didn't say anything about monsters in the sewer trying to eat us.
I didn't know about the monsters in the sewers.
You didn't know about this?
Not this.
You came down here to find?
I knew there was a threat. I didn't know it was this specific threat. Look, I need a stiff drink right now.
I go for a drink too.
Drinking? Let's drink. Not here.
Where do we go from here? I'm lost.
Cuumann, how do we get to a bar? You know what? We need to go to Dicey.
Cuumann's gone. I faded into the shadows.
You did not.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, I mean,
you're on my communicator. I know you're here.
I keep an eye on you, but I'm definitely not gonna have Nena connect the dots that oh hey, Lizzie was working with a blue Nautilin, and as it happens, my guy upstairs got knocked out by a blue Nautilin and then robbed us and burned out our hard drives.
Oh yeah, okay. So
well, but you didn't roll a threat, so I think Nena's kind of like, where's the blue Nautilin? That was
I don't know. That guy, who knows? I'm done with tentacles for the moment. I don't want to, be speciesist or anything, but let's go get a drink.
I don't even know that guy.
Who's the guy who came to save us?
Oh, that guy, I think he's the Jedi Vigilante.
Jedi Vigilante? Here?
I don't know. I mean, he fits the description, right? Now, since we're dealing with, monsters, we got, a monster and Batman, the Sandman, and the Batman or something.
Man.
Let's go get a drink. This is not sober talk, okay? She looks around for an exit to the sewer or something. Let's just get out.
So make a survival check.
Great.
Hard with a setback.
Oh, good.
So 3 purple and a black.
Thank you.
Can I assist on her comms to give her some directions?
Sure. She got a blue dice if you.
Okay.
If you're talking to her from the shadows that you're hiding in.
Good. I'll need it because survival is not terrible, but it's not the best skill I have. All right. I don't know. I got a threat.
That's way too many red.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just reroll that.
3 purple.
3 purple.
Do I end a black?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't know where you are, and you sprinted here.
I did. So I got 2 advantage.
2 advantage. You think I would think of all possibilities before I ask you to roll the dice?
I bet Nena knows the area.
If I can assist Nena's survival check with my advantage, isn't this kind of near? Doesn't this look like the kind of by Kirsten's, but
you rolled streetwise.
Did I?
Time. Yeah, we got one more roll here. Before we
yeah.
We're missing. Okay.
Yeah, all right. Here we go. Ah!
There we go.
There you go.
We'll just keep rolling until we get a success.
Right. So 4 successes and a threat. but 4 successes, I can get us to a bar. Lizzie can always find a bar.
I think Nena's amicable to the idea of heading to the Dicey Cantina with you.
Yeah. Lizzie wants to take it to Dicey.
I don't know how I'm spending that threat, but we'll talk about that next week.
Okay.
So
cool. Critically, Lizzie does not want to go back and tag the lab on our way. We're not going back there. We're just going to go straight to the bar.
Yeah. I think Nena's coming
good
with you straight for that.
Cool, because Lizzie's never going back to Medical Miracles again. Especially that long. Yeah. Cool. Yay! We all live.
You all live.
Mostly. Yeah.
So, welcome back, everyone. It's been like a month since the events of the last episode took place. So, we need a little bit more summary than perhaps you did, since you probably just watched the episode, because you're clearly staying up to date with it, right? Anyway, so Nena and Lizzie are heading to the Dicey Cantina in Central Isthmus to kind of debrief their experience with the Sandman. Cuumann is following in the shadows, I believe it was, because he wanted to avoid any questions of who is this guy who came into the sewers and helped Lizzie escape. Pretty sure Nena's going to ask some questions about that of Lizzie, but I guess Cuumann just doesn't want to answer the questions himself. So I think that you guys end up making it to the Dicey Cantina without too much of a problem. You know, Lizzie's got her diplomatic immunity, and I think Nena's pretty shook up. She's ready to have a drink and talk this out. Interestingly enough, it's the sun is coming up, though in Central Isthmus you can't see that because of the big overpass that has been built over it, making it this like city underneath the highway. But the Brac's regulars are kind of, Brac's regulars are kind of stumbling out into the day after a night of drinking at the Dicey Cantina. And there's very few people in there, but, you know, Brac sees you and waves you into a booth. He's apparently open at all hours, or at least is willing to stay open now that Lizzie's here. So he takes a look at you guys as you come in and you sit down and all of that, and he's keeping his distance since he hasn't seen Nena before, and he's kind of waiting for a cue from Lizzie. And then I don't know, does Cuumann stay outside or is he going to come inside? Because it's going to be hard to hide inside.
He'll come in, with his collar up and his hat kind of down low, and he'll try to stay near, just to protect everybody, at least until this is all over.
When he comes in, Lizzie stands up, greets him, and acts surprised to see him. Like, they didn't plan this, and, oh, imagine meeting you here. It's been a few days. What you been up to? Like, we were not just together in the sewers doing stuff. Right,
wink, wink.
Yeah, like that.
Cuumann looks really confused for a minute. He's completely stone-faced for a second, but of course Lizzie realizes he's confused, and then he catches on.
Okay, yeah.
He's like, oh, okay.
She tries to exude like go with me pheromones, but she realizes so.
Oh, how often does Lizzie try and exude pheromones to communicate to Cuumann?
Like all the freaking time.
That's hilarious.
Pretty much whenever she gets tired of his crap.
Yeah, so like constantly she realizes it does no good, but she thinks real hard about it, like, pheromones.
That's really good. Hold on, I have to write that down.
Okay.
Exudes pheromones, because I have an idea, but it's going to be something for way later.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so I think I am going to require a deception roll against Nena here to buy into this, that this is not the same guy she saw literally like 20 minutes ago.
She didn't really see him, though, did she?
She didn't get a great look, so it's not going to be the most difficult deception in the world. But at the same time, it's a planet with mostly humans, and Cuumann's clearly not a human. He has a very hard time passing for human with tentacles on his head and a fish face.
Yeah, fair enough.
So you got to do deception, and your difficulty, as soon as I remember what the vigilance goes off of again. I'm sorry, it's been a month, guys. Just bear with me.
All right. Okay, deception is a skill that I have like points in. That's good.
Yeah, Cuumann went along with it, so you get a boost die to this.
Awesome. And what's my difficulty?
Yeah, difficulty is determined by the characteristic with the skill, and I can't remember what the characteristic of vigilance is. I think it's willpower.
Vigilance, yeah. Vigilance is willpower. Yeah, will.
Okay, so we'll say it's an average check, 2 purple, with a setback die.
So 2 purple and a black?
2 purple and a black.
And I get a blue boost die.
You do.
Okay. I'll be rolling that deception right now. Go for it. How'd I do?
You failed, but with 4 advantage.
All the advantage. So she doesn't buy this, but she sees what I'm trying to do and is cool with it.
Essentially, I think she gives you kind of this big side eye, and then like a half a sigh, and then she turns her attention to Brac and like saddles up to the bar and just orders a drink. I think that's where her night has taken her. Just like, I don't even know where to begin.
Yeah, actually, Lizzie is gonna stop her from whatever she's ordering and make sure she gets the good stuff. Like, she tells Brac like 2 of Lizzie's favorite drink, which I recall not being the special. I think maybe she tries to order the special and that being like basically gasoline.
Yes.
And she's like, no. We're not doing that. 2 of the good Brac.
What would I think Lizzie would have had the opportunity to name Lizzie's favorite drink. What would she name it?
Oh. The Dark and Stormy Night.
Okay. 2 Dark and Stormies coming up.
Yeah.
I have to write this pheromones note before I forget it. Right. So, I think...
and breakfast tacos, if you make them, I don't know what happens in that kitchen back there, Brac, so, you know.
I'm sure she can whip something together. She being what are we going to call her?
Annie.
I think we're going to call her Nika.
Nika,
the Charger fan chef in the back there.
Oh, she's not a droid?
No, it's not a droid. It's a bat person, short bat person, covered in hair.
Whoa, awesome. Covered in hair?
Yeah, as the bat would be. So,
right.
I mean, the arms are normal human arms. It's just got bat ears and a bat nose to it. There's a scene in A New Hope where there's a bat squeaking and being excited for a drink. That is the Charger fan. That's who the cook is for Brac. And we're going to call her Nika.
All right, well.
And so Brac's like, yeah, I'm sure Nika could throw something together. And so he turns and like basically heads into the back to discuss it with her. And inside at the bar,
explain what breakfast tacos are.
Explain what breakfast tacos are. I think I mean, you're in Central Isthmus, a place that doesn't have a lot of access to anything really, and
right.
So the menu constantly changes, and we might do a roll here in a second to find out how good the food is of what's been made, but we might not, depending on the time. But Brac heads into the back. He basically leaves you guys alone in the main part. Nena's up at the bar and is just kind of staring into her drink and kind of waiting for you guys to take the lead there on like what's going to happen. She's just processing it, and you're pretty much alone. You're alone in the bar because it's like 6 a.m. Like,
yeah. So Rough night.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Good night. What do you think about going back to work there?
I don't know.
I know you like the job, but like,
I'm good at my job. It just, no one said that monsters who eat people's brains through their nose were going to be trying to steal things. We're a medical company. Like, what?
Yeah. And about the medical company.
Yes.
Like, how do you feel about that? Like, I mean, you think it's medicine, and so it's not really, doesn't really have to do with the war or anything, because it's not weapons, but like, that stuff gets sold to the highest bidder, and everybody knows who the highest bidder is around here.
Well, it was, I mean, honestly, it was just a job. I mean,
yeah.
I spent a while as a mercenary, and then through random set of circumstances, I ended up trapped here on Druckenwell, and just kind of applied for the first security job I could find. So,
trapped is an interesting word to use.
Well, I had a well, to be fairly honest, being a bounty hunter, I came to learn is not something that you want to be on Druckenwell. That there's private eyes like yourself who are responsible for hunting things on here. And so I found myself in a situation down here on the planet, and without the proper
permits,
diplomatic permits, and so I'm unable to travel off planet.
Yes, that happens sometimes, and it sucks. And I'm sorry that happened to you.
Indeed.
Somebody with your particular set of skills has a lot of options on a planet like Druckenwell. You don't have to take the first security job that comes to you. You could do pretty much whatever you wanted and write your own ticket. And so I guess the question I'm asking you is, and I can help you, whichever way you want to go. Well, I'm pretty well connected, and I have the diplomatic immunity pass and all that thing. I'm a Druckenwell native, born and raised here. I know how the system works. And if you wanted to change jobs, you could pretty much write your own ticket. I could put you in touch with people who would pay you a lot more than you're making now. I could put you in touch with people who might not be able to pay you as much as you're making now, but might be a cause more near and dear to your heart. It just kind of depends on what fulfills you professionally.
Well, I've always admired the chase, but that's an interesting proposition to write my ticket here. I'll have to consider that.
And it's possible that if you wanted off Druckenwell, we could get you off Druckenwell. But I think you could also make quite a nice life for yourself here if you wanted to, You're really good at what you do. I'm going to be honest. Like, from a professional perspective, I'm impressed by you. And so if I had another space on my team, I'd hire you myself. But and maybe one day I will. Do you ever go back to freelancing? But if you wanted something stable and you're not keen on going back to the medical miracles, because that seems like a massive security risk, and if I were you, I wouldn't want to inherit that headache.
It's true. That's true. After tonight, I don't know what job waits for me if I get back.
Yeah. I think
that thing in the sewers moved so fast, and if that's who they sent to steal trade secrets, this planet is a lot scarier than I thought it was.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. I haven't solved that puzzle yet. I don't know if that's who they sent to steal trade secrets or if that was just real bad luck. Do you know anything about the Sandman?
Sandman? No, I don't know anything about the Sandman. I assumed that's what we were down there to find. when you said that the security breach was going to come from the sewers. Was that not what we expected?
I definitely did not expect the Sandman. The Sandman is like he's notorious, but he's notorious like the boogeyman, you know, like I have a personal connection to the Sandman. I'll be honest with you. The Sandman killed my father. Rumored to have killed my father when I was a child, you know? But like, I've been tracking this guy my entire life. Never seen him. And so to encounter...
He did seem to know you.
Yeah, it's like running into evil Santa Claus in the sewers, like something that, you know, you kind of believed in, but, you know, as an adult, I kind of stopped believing in the Sandman. Tracking him down was the reason I became a PI, but, you know, as the years went on and there were no real solid leads, I kind of stopped believing that he really existed and started thinking he was just like, you know, a story people tell, you know, when on Druckenwell, I'm sure you have been here long enough to know that sometimes people go missing and nobody really cares or explains.
Yeah, I've heard that.
And a lot of those deaths get blamed on the Sandman, and I don't think he does all of them. But if he existed, you know, I'm not sure that he's responsible for all of the mysterious deaths on Druckenwell that just get swept under the rug. But I kind of stopped believing in him, and then when we saw him tonight, I have to say my faith has been reaffirmed. So, anyways, I don't recommend taking him on as an adversary.
No, I have no plans. That seems like quite a health risk.
Yeah. So if you wanted, what do you want? What do you want, Nena?
Let's roll the charm against her.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of lead us in a few directions there.
So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. All right. I'll roll a charm, but what I really want is a perception. I want to read her a little bit more. And don't I have I feel like I have some...
You have are you talking about your power?
Yes.
You have an influence power. So you can make her feel like... It should come into play for this charm, I guess. Because you can roll... What do you can roll for that?
I don't see my influence power on here.
Let's see. It is tucked away.
But this definitely feels like something that she could, you know, like make her feel more comfortable and open.
Yeah, so you get under
sexual abilities. I get uncanny senses and I found it. Okay, force power, influence, and range. So I can guide, shape, or even twist thoughts and feelings of others. So I don't really want to influence her. Like, I don't want to make her tell me something that's not accurate. I don't want...
Right, so the influence with what you have, right, because Lizzie doesn't know that she's force sensitive. Right. She's not... she's
not actually making that choice.
These from her desire of how she wants the conversation to go.
Right.
And it keys off the emotions on the side of it. So it's more of Lizzie would be trying to is really hoping that Nena's going to feel a particular way about this question, and then you can roll the dice and then make her feel that way, and we can use that instead of the charm side to it.
Okay, I'm fine with using charm as well, but I really want... Obviously, Lizzie wants her to have rebel sympathies, right? But if she doesn't want her to lie about it. Like, she wants more than anything for Nena to be honest about how she feels and really open. Mm-hmm. And tell her maybe more, let her guard down all the way and, let's have that political conversation and a couple more dark and stormies, and let's just like hash out and be totally open. Because even if Nena's not cut out for the rebellion, like Lizzie still respects her and wants to set her up. But if she is, and of course, if she's not 100%, she's not going to introduce Nena to Brac and be like, so let me expose one of the 10 rebel people on this planet,
Yeah.
To a bounty hunter. That's like, no. But if she's willing to go that way, then Lizzie definitely sees the potential that Nena has. So that's where Lizzie's at. She wants absolute truth and honesty more than she wants Nena to feel one way or another about it.
Gotcha. So then let's keep it a charm check, which is going to be a hard with a purple, but add a force dice to it.
Okay.
And then you can use, basically, if you roll the light side points, you can use those as successes in the charm check. Is how we'll do
Okay. So it's a charm check with 2 purple.
3 purple.
3 purple. No setback die. No boost die. But yes, 1.
You can probably get a boost die from the dark and stormy. So
okay, I'll do that. A boost die from the dark and stormy. 1 of my force dice, and 3 purple.
Yeah.
On top of this charm roll, which is not a big skill for me.
Thanks for joining us. You know the deal here. Subscribe to stay tuned to our misadventures. If you enjoyed us, give us a like and hit that bell icon. And of course, keep us honest on the rules and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you next time on the Dicey Cantina.